Okay. Listen, for those on YouTube, I figured out how to get the VOD to you, okay? I am going, after stream today, I am going to work on yesterday's VOD and today's VOD, okay? The reasoning is I owe it to you guys that came over here from YouTube or only catch me on the YouTube. I owe it to them. And if you miss anything, it will be a condensed version. I'm not sure. I'm not. Okay. We're already starting off with the Anna wanting to not be settled anymore. I get her pre-settled every time before I start stream. Before I even start the starting stream like screen, before that, like, because I know I take a while on the starting screen. It's because I want to make sure that my dog is settled and happy. And go pee. Yeah, I must do that. That is a must of mine. Anyway, so, because as soon as I hit start, my body goes, tinkle time. And without fail, I know she's going to whine. She's too smart. She is way too smart because honestly, it's like she knows, man. She absolutely 100% positively knows when the camera part is on. She's like, oh, that's when I get to complain. That's when I'll do it. And make mom sound like a crazy loon. But if you were here, physically in the room with me, you would definitely hear it and be like, okay, she's not crazy. So what we're going to do today is the votes have been in. They are in. There's a tally. A community voted on a couple paintings, and the votes were in, and the choices were this. We had option 1, which was this riverside barn. Okay. We had option 2, which was the stone bridge. And then there was option 3. And according to the community and the community votes, the winner for today's painting journey is the stone bridge. So we're going to happily resize this image and print it out because we are going to paint our winter scene today. Whoop! A little cheer. A round of applause for the winner. The stone bridge. Gotta have a round of applause for that. It's gonna be beautiful with this sunset here and the reflection on the water. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. So a round of applause. This is our winner. There was a voting on the YouTube and voting in the Discord. Anna is coming down the stairs. She's going to join. She gave up complaining. Maybe she'll last today. We're making progress. Hi, babes. Ah, she's checking out. And she is. Hi. want to say hi to Anna? Yes. Hi. She has lots of things. She has lots of things to say. She only came down here to let me know she wants to go out front. That's it. That's all she is here for. She's very dramatic. You're very dramatic. Yeah, yes, you. You are. Okay, well, so I will let you out front. I will. I will let when I'm ready to set up for painting. How about that? Which will be soon. Which will be soon. Okay. That settled it. Maybe? No? Okay. You're not happy with that answer. I will let you. I just need to resize the picture, and so I can print it. If once I resize it to the right printing, I will set up for painting and okay, well, so you were out back. Yeah, I know, you were out back. I thought you were happy. You had a bone. Yes, you did. No, I know. You will be let out. I promise you. But since you want out front, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. Okay? It's okay. You will survive. You will live. You're alright. Everything's fine. I promise you. Everything's fine, okay? Yes. Thank you. Alright, now I can print it. I got it resized. There we go. Anna, we're one step closer. We are one step closer, I promise you. Okay? One step closer to the things that you want. We're about to paint, guys. The printing has begun. And we have a very expressive dog. Maybe it's because I got a bagel today. I got a bagel today with veggie cream cheese. Maybe, it could be partially because she's thinking that she's getting some bagel. Maybe I should eat this so that she can be happy. Cheers. Double vision on Anna now. This is gonna be nice. Alright. Look at this. This is gonna be awesome to I'm about to give her some. And then you guys won't be able to. Oh, there we go. She's like, oh, cool. She will take it really nicely. See? She's not. She's so funny. Like I actually am happy that she's not aggressive with it, you know. She's really good. She's a good girl. Are you a good girl? You're a good girl. You are such a fluffers. My dog's a foodie. And I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker because she's gotten me through some of the hardest, like, moments in my life. She suckers me, for sure. And I know it. Are you ready? Are you ready for more painting? No. No. She's ready to go out. She knows. She's like, you said, when you set up, you'll put me out front since I can't be content of being out back. Since I can't be content being out back and I need to be out front. I do. I think she thinks she needs to guard the house while I'm down here doing this. She really likes to be out front when I'm down here streaming or editing or doing whatever. So we'll give her what she wants so she can be calm and happy. And we're gonna set up for painting. Do a little happy dance, 'cause we're about to paint. All the Christmas vibes get you excited. I think it like I look at it as a way to celebrate. I have a celebration during winter, just to keep positive vibes. You know, the sun sets earlier in the winter times. There's less daylight, so like whatever like celebration during the winter is always a delight, you know, like whatever it is that you do during the winter, like the festival of lights or whatever it is. I think it's fun to brighten up the time of year in which there's less sunlight, you know. Yeah, it's fun. Regardless if you celebrate or don't, it's just fun, right? It's supposed to be fun. It's fun for the kids. Too. You gotta have life. You gotta live and have life and feel joy wherever you can get it. Sometimes finding joy is hard to come by. So when you find it in the dorkiest places, go for it, right? Like, it's good. It's good. For this painting, I think I am going to go with a vertical. Go vertical. I think. I might change that thought process in a little bit here, but I'm excited for painting too. The vote on the Discord, the vote is in. It's the winter painting. The winter. Hold on, let me pull it back up real quick. It's this one. This is the one we're doing. That was the winner, and I'm excited for it. This one looks nice. I like all the different colorings with the coloring is subtle, but the coloring is impactful, you know? So I'm excited. All right, we're good. I like doing a little stretch. Get the canvas nice and wet. Whistle while you work. There you go. Whistle while you work. Oh, don't be that aggressive with the canvas like I just was. That was a little bit too much aggression. Alright, we got the canvas nice and wet so that the colors can blend really nicely. I'm going to start off with the sky. We got some really fun sunset colors going on here. We got like a coral. We have a orangey color and a yellow. This is going to be a fun, and down in here we got a little bit of the, like a grayish blue. The water reflection for this painting is going to be awesome. We have a nice walking path bridge up over here to include, but yes, I do think this is going to be a beautiful vertical painting. Away we go. I did get my stretches in, so we're good. I'm going to get the coral colors. Is what I'm going to be doing is getting our coral colors situated. Fuchsia. Here's the palette that I have going on. I have the fuchsia, the orange, the ivory, white, and yellow. And I'm going to take a little bit of the dabble of this yellow, and we're going to make our coral color right here. Just like so. And I'm going to start that off right in here. With these nice, long, even strokes. And what that coloring is blending in real nice. You got a texturing of this orange and a peak of the yellow already popping in. The orange into this corner over here, like so, and taper that down. Let that dry just a smidgen, because we're going to come back and bring back some of this yellow. 87 followers. We're getting closer and closer to 100. I'm getting excited there. Little goals. We're hitting our little goals right now. That's exciting. Little whoop whoop victory dance for me. I appreciate all the support and follows and all the. I appreciate each and every follower that comes aboard. That brings a little delight to me. And I'm really going to glob this yellow on. While it's wet, we can still get more of that corally vibe over here. Right? And I'm going to lighten it up just a smidgen, like with a little bit of a glaze. I like this, adding this white over it. It kind of glazes the sky a little bit. And as I see what I was doing there, I want to kind of gauge, while I let that dry a little bit, I do want to kind of gauge where the walking bridge will go. So I'm going to sketch that out ever so lightly. Got a river here. Bring out the coloring here and fade in really nicely. But right now what I'm doing is just doing a globbing motion. Just doing a globbing motion while applying the yellow. And then I'll start to lighten up the yellow as need be. I have a perspective of where my bridge is going to be. So we're going to keep that in mind as we glob and whisk away with this yellow. It is a nice sunny day today. Here in this winter scheme, it's gonna be a nice sunset. You want to take a little stroll in the winter. Hope you have your snow boots because you are going to truck along a nice old stoned bridge. Fun with the placement of the brush here. Going a little wild on this wacky wild Wednesday. Get some squats in. Whoop, whoop. Work out those glutes. Life's good. I put a bright, nice, light yellow. Instead of working with the ivory, I decided, let's just go with some bright yellow. Light yellow from the get-go. Look at that. That is blending in swell. Get down, get down. We're going to keep doing these squats here. And to get a nice perspective of where the bridge will go. Alright. On the barn that we did last week, this has got me practiced to do the stones for the bridge this week. So, without knowing it, I had some practice. I'm overshooting the sunrise here because with the trees and everything, I'm really going to be able to captivate the trees, the coloring in the foreground. I'm actually going to let that be for now. It's getting a little globby and the paint's not operating the way I want it to, which is fine. I'm just going to let that dry even further and we'll work on something else while we do so. I will never get that effect, and now this just looks kind of goosey. So I'm going to take my, alright, while we let that dry, we're going to work on the water. And the bridge is going to go roughly right about here, okay? And I left part of this yellow for a reason. That's why I'm like looking, kind of want to get the perspective of the bridge up because I want some of this yellow to go under the bridge. I can add that later. The perspective of my bridge a little bit more better. Yeah. But I want to hurry. Alright. Alrighty. Boop. I got a good little landscape perspective here going on. And moving on. Anyway, moving forward with the water, what I did is took this sky blue and this aquamarine blue, and as you see, I dragged the paintbrush down so that there was there's two streaks of colors. There's an ombre effect going on with the coloring. I'm going to work my way from the bottom upwards. You see as I'm doing these nice long even strokes that ombre effect is really coming out nicely here. So like again, I take it from the middle of these two and I bring it down onto my brush. And I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to keep these nice even strokes, and as you see as we go downwards, we have a nice ombre effect easily. I think that makes a nice, good, like, rippling effect for the water. So I'm gonna. But as we go for these, when you want to make the ombre effect like I'm doing, you want nice, long, even strokes upwards. So, like up here in the sky, we were haphazardly just whiskily going like boop, 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 all throughout the sky. Here, down for the water, with the two-tiered paints on the brush, what I want to do is just have a nice, long, even stroke, pick up my brush and restart at the edge. I have no paint here on here, that's why I was showing you there, but in all reality that's what I want to do. I'm adding little streaks of a lighter blue along the top here where the river kind of floats away. We're going to add some snow and hills and texture to the land around us. Oh wait, no, I kid, I lie, I joke, I'm joking, I'm teasing you. I'm not doing that quite just yet. What I want to do now before we move on to the snow is we're going to add our little reflections. We're going to give the river some life. You want it to be subtle. You don't want it to overtake the water. And see, over time, it's kind of blending, that blue is kind of blending in with that pink and giving it a nice little kind of tint of purple. Because it's picking up the blue and the water from on the canvas already. So, it makes it nice. Down at the bottom here, I'm holding the brush a little bit more flat. Before I was head on, now it's getting flat. It's very cheerful, you say? Oh yeah, I think so. I think it's very cheerful too. A nice, happy stroke. I can just picture myself just frolicking along here, just like doo-doo-doo, right? Just, and then going over the footbridge, like, ah, look at that! Just you would peer over the bridge, like, that looks so pretty. It just brings delight and smile. So it is definitely nice. Right here, along here, just you're looking down over and on. It's just peaceful and nice and relaxing after a hectic day. Just give that nice more pop of color into here, blend it into our already spot already that has the ripples. We'll fan this glob out a little bit more, like around. There we are. Here you just want to feather. As you go towards the top, you just want to feather it out. What I mean by feather is I take the little bit of the corner of this brush and I just tap it onto the canvas. That's what I mean by that. There we are. Yeah. Let that dry a little bit. We'll kick back. We'll kick back, relax, unwind, and chill in the snow. If I had snow pants right now, we could just plop down and chill in the snow. And here, see how I have the paint mainly on the one corner of the tip here? That's what how I'm getting that fanning effect a little bit. And that's where I'm just putting a little tass along the edges here. I think I need a little stretch. Yep. I think the sky looks absolutely stunning. Absolutely. I'm about to begin with adding our snow, but I'm looking at this a little bit more and seeing that I don't think there's enough shimmer, if you will, down in this region here. So I want to come back through with this light pink effect. Just imagine letting the day and the warmth of the sun reflect the evening sky onto the water, and how relaxing that will be. And away we go, adding some more depth to this water, making the water glisten and pop and sparkle underneath the sunset here. Real nice. Really have the pedestrians walking over the bridge and something romantic or calming, nice and inviting. We want to invite our walkers over this bridge. Oh, it looks so great. Can you touch your toes? Can you touch your toes? Yes, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. We are getting somewhere with this water. A nice evening effect. This is where I'm thinking about, I'm being conscious about the lighting, the way the light is hitting the water. And just ever so faintly bring back some of those hues of blues. We still want it to be water. Feeling happy vibes, happy flowage of the waterage to give a nice little and lightly fanning in these colors. And while doing so, you naturally are picking up the different shadings of the blues. Now I think I can start moving on to the rocks and the snow. I'm going to start adding our rocks, snow-covered rocks. We're going to paint on our rocks in a circular rock mound motion. We'll come back to lighten up these rocks along the water. I'm going to add some gray and darkness to the rocks before I even add the snow to get the right texturing going. We need the right texturing, that's for certain. So that's what we're going to do. I mixed this gray with the blue because it's going to give a nice little blue undertone while darkening it up. And I think with the bluish gray, like it would look nice with the reflection of the snow on top. And all these will be covered, snow covered soon enough. So it's looking great with these rocks. Doing wonderful. Just go a little spiral as we go. There's the rocks. Need to get smoother. This will create our depth of the riverbank side. And when this dries a little bit more, we'll be able to add our snow over these rocks. They are just like so in a circular manner. We have our edging of the rocks. I'm liking it. We're doing our little dance. Whoop whoop. Hey. Eventually, we'll add our trees. And yeah. Boom. Bam, bam, dim, dim, dim. I hope everyone's doing well. Anything fun going on today? Try to get a little dance going while we wait for the snow, the rocks, the boulders to dry. I can't add any texture into the snow until then. But yeah, I hope you guys are good. Bam, 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 bam. A little bit of jazzercise, maybe? There we are. The good news about the acrylic paint is that it doesn't take long for it to dry, so that's good. Get a little stretch going. Some windmills. Reverse, reverse, reverse a little so you don't knock over any paintings. Stretch. Some squats. Stay nice and limber. That's what you're going to do. See if the paint's dry enough. Oh no, almost. Alright, whew, whew. You're You're doing the exercise with me? Great, good. So we're doing some high kicks now. You gotta keep yourself limber. You gotta keep your health good. If you don't keep your health good, what are you doing? What are you living for, right? Do something to make you smile a little bit, right? And life's good. So yes, we'll do some more high kicks. Some lunges here. You gotta get up and move a little bit. Sometimes you get stuck behind a desk. That's not good. While you're behind the desk, you can just do some lunges. Every once in a while I'm like sitting and watching like my shows or whatever, I will like do like bicycles, if you will, like moving my legs in place while I'm sitting, like just, I don't know, pedaling a bike. I just feel like that probably is, I don't know. I don't know why I end up, I just do. Like, I end up just pedaling my bike and like in the air. And it looks pretty goofy, but I think it's better than just sitting there mindlessly. I can mindlessly pedal my bike and watch my shows. But I think it's good to just, I know that people get stuck behind a desk because of work, but I think if you could just stand up for a moment and walk in place, like chugga 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 choo choo in place, then and you just do this a little bit throughout the day, even if you can't really get out and walk around and because you have to get to work, just this little bit of movement, like periodically behind your desk, I think will be very beneficial to you. All right, now that that's dry enough, we can start adding our white on top of these rocks. The snow has fallen. The snow has fallen, and it's time. It's time to give the snow it's some snow. See, just a little jiggle. Do. Here we go. Let it snow. Let it snow. Let it snow. Unfortunately, guys, there won't, in my area at least, we won't have a white Christmas. Anyone else have a chance for a white Christmas, some snow during the holiday? I remember this one year, we had a blizzard. We had a lot of snow. Oh my gosh, we had a lot of snow one year. And this snow was around to the springtime, y'all. And it was so deep. I just remember my dad shoveling the driveway, and at the end of the driveway was these piles of snow. Mounds of snow, the type of mounds of snow that came up to like my neck or I swear it came all the way up to my belly button, if not higher. And at the end of the driveway with the mound of snow that we had this year, it went past my head. It was huge. We made snow tunnels. We made tunnels in the snow. And it was a lot of fun. We had so much snow that I remember putting the snow onto it, not onto, in the recycling bin. Like, I just filled the snow into the recycling bin and made giant bricks of snow and plop that out, right? And made a wall. I want that again. I want to relive that fun experience all over again. Have anyone experienced snow like that where they could build with it? I'm just swirling the snow onto these rocks here. Like they just, like doing the little swirls here is giving the snow effect of it sitting on top of the rock. I want to add a foreground of the mountain, a hillside at least, not a mountain, just a hillside. And a foreground right here. My bridge is going to be right along here. So I want to add another foreground right here. Shortly we're going to add the trees. All right, this is when we start to really get some texturing in all these different colorings of white. The snow is really falling, you know? So we want it to drape downwards here. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. And away we go. Whoop! And away we go with the brush too. All right. What's your favorite part about this time of the year? I really like driving around the town and checking out all the decorations. Wow, it looks like it's coming along nicely. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying the way it's coming along. And there's still no bridge yet. We have yet to even add a bridge. We're getting there though. You know what I'm doing the bridge last? Is because the nature comes first, and then man comes second and adds their things. But they wanted to get, you know, one side to the other. They had to add the bridge, but we got to get the nature, the scenery done first, and then we can add the bridge. I'm going to let this layer dry a little bit. Then we'll add another layer of white. Doing it this way with the coloring really gives a nice blending of the colors. Yep. So, more stretches. I love how the chatter was doing the stretches with me. That's awesome. Spectacular. Yeah, you should do it with me. Maybe we'll add workouts in the beginning of the stream to get everyone going and moving and grooving. Gotta love it. I am going to get this next layer. This next layer I'm getting in will be a good layer to then start with the trees, I think. here while I'm working, I'm just thinking about how the snow is cascading over the land and over the hills. Remember, I'm thinking about how the snow is cascading on our land. And draping it downwards. Get this hillside into here. And drape down. Flat across. And run the brush flat across the top of the bridge line. Yep. Do a little happy dance because it's coming out well. This is where you want to kind of glob in your paint because you want to give the layering of the thickness of the snow. And then you have enough, when you glob it on, then you'll have enough to pull backwards to give that cascade effect you from that glob. You kind of pull it back and down and have the canvas come down with you. That's how you know you did it right. I'm just kidding. And then shortly here, I'm going to add our some trees. It's going to be mainly gray trees, happy trees, with a little hue, a little hint of green, but not a lot, because it's the evening time. But yes, I need to now add the trees before I add any more depth of the snow. That's why I need to. Good Lord. I am such a klutz. Like, the fact that I can paint is awesome, right? Like, but I'm just such a klutz. Hello, there we go. Doing well. Whoop. Doing great. Coming along. Shortly, now I'm going to start adding our trees. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Yep, I think it's time. I think it's time to do the trees. Start making my trees. We have two different types of trees. We got like pine trees, and we got like hibernating trees. I don't really consider the trees dead over the winter time. I just think, you know, they're hibernating. After I get the base of this trunk in, I'll fill in some of the details with some grays, a grayish brown, and then that will dry, and I'll add, snow. So, here. Don't be nervous about making the trees. You don't necessarily have to have straight lines making trees, because think about it. The nature doesn't have it go up in a straight line. I look at every like little crookedness into the tree. It's like a knob to where a branch should be, with that natural flow of like how the ink the paint can get sometimes a little globby. That's kind of where the glob goes, is where the branch goes. It's the way I look at it. And then you fill it in That's kind of how I do it. I allow the globs or the imperfection of not having a perfectly straight line be where the branches are. So that's all I do to give it this natural little flow. And it's just to let the lines, let the line of the brush lead you. And soon you'll have a nice looking little tree. See? Before I know it, I have a nice shape to a tree. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm adding some shrubbery, some little bit of bushes, if you will. And shortly I'm gonna add the fan brush to get the pine tree going. Now I think it's time to add the pine trees. So I'm gonna mix up a olive green with this. I'm just dib-dabbing a bunch of dib-dabs and getting these branches their effect that they need. And once I add the snow, it will really look more like a tree. You'll see. I know right now it doesn't really look like much of anything, but it will look like something very shortly here. So I'm gonna real quick add another tree here and get our tree game going. Her tree game going pretty well. But yeah, I think it's beautiful. I really like when the snow billows up on the tree. I think it's a beautiful effect, if you will. Green to the trees, because evergreen trees get their name being evergreen trees for a reason, right? So we're going to add a little bit of green to this. Oh gosh, that's a lot of bit of green. That's alright, I'm not worried about it. We'll give a little definition to this tree here, huh? Whew. It's going along great. I'm just thinking of my life as a tree and how would my branches feel with the weight of the snow on there. So that's kind of how I am placing the snow. I mean, the branches, oh, okay, we're gonna have the weight of the snow on me. How would that go, you know? How would that feel? A little weight it down, huh? So, thinking that. Doing good, guys? Doing alright? Hope so. I believe. If you believe, I believe, you know? It's one of those doohickey things. Woo! Doing great, doing it good. We're doing process. Woo woo! It's 4 o'clock already. Good gracious, Miss Maces. I'm just gonna get a loose outline of this bridge going for us, and then we'll add our stones and what have you. Now let's get this outline of this bridge and we'll finish up tomorrow maybe. Tomorrow you guys will be more chatty and keep me company while I paint. So that'll be nice. What I'm doing is adding some more snow. I'm like making the pills of snow around the tree bases here. But with this snow, it has a little bit less blue undertone to it. And I'm trying to make it more blendy into the ground here, because I want the snow to cascade over. And I want to add some color to the blue, to the white of the snow, to give some texturing to it. I'm letting what I have done to the bridge dry. Dry a little bit. And then I'll get back to the bridge texturing. I may, well, I know I'm going to have to finish this tomorrow. I think for right now, because the electrician came in, he's going to be coming down here because of the panel being here down in this. Of course, the electrical panel is right here, but I think this is a good start to be able to finish this tomorrow. Tomorrow at stream, we'll finish with the coloring. Well, we're gonna add our whatchamacallits to the tree branches. We're gonna finish the detail of the bridging here, and we're going to just do some more texturing into. A lot of tomorrow will be texturing this bridge, and getting more of the shading into the painting itself, and adding the snow to the treetops. But I'm looking forward to it. I think the process of this painting came out really well, and I'm super happy about it. And tomorrow we will finish it up. Thank you guys. And all goes well, and that we will be able to finish tomorrow. But I'm happy with it, and I like the guy. Yes, I talk a lot with my hands. I am happy with it. I'm sorry for the abrupt ending, but I knew the stream. I was hoping to get farther into the stream, but he is gonna have to come into this room, the electrician. So that I need, and so I need to clear up some space. But I'll be back tomorrow around 10:30 Eastern time. I don't know what time that is in Norway, but I hope you stay nice and warm and cozy, my friend. And everyone else, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining, and I'll catch you on the flip side tomorrow, guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Toodles for now, and I'll see you tomorrow.